Hey, I'm back. I wanted to give you an update because I went to Affordable Dentures, and I did because I had so many comments of people who went there and were perfectly happy with their dentures, and I wanted an inexpensive option so I could save my money for the permanent pair because these still are my temporary dentures. And I got the Custom Plus because I wanted to make sure I had the wax try-ins because I knew that I might have trouble with the bottom denture. And I have new dentures, and they are straight. No more lopsided smile. It's not crooked. They line up. And I think they did a pretty good job. Um, so I'm really happy with that. And they did call the bottom a booger because I had to have 3 wax try-ins, which, it's not normal, but the lab technician in the office, she even had to come in and look at my mouth and see what was going on because the very first wax try-on, when I put them in, I couldn't put my front teeth, I couldn't put the teeth together. The back hit, but the top, there was a big space. And so they just had to keep working at it until they got it right. And it did. It took 3 visits, but now I have a much, much better fitting pair of temporary dentures. That's the good news. The bad news is my dentist, he called before Christmas. Remember, I told you he offered me a refund for the bottom denture. I talked to the office manager, and they wanted the bottom plate back. So I had to have these made before. I don't know why they want the plate back. What would they do with them? But anyway, I had to have these made first so I wouldn't be without teeth. And so I called the office manager today, and I asked her if the dentist would consider giving me a refund on the top because they did have to remake the whole set. They couldn't just give me a bottom plate. They wouldn't have fit properly. And one of the reasons I know is because of this shrinkage I've had, which isn't Dr. Green's fault, but a major issue was, and I showed you in the picture, is he did not make this measurement right. See, it goes into the the middle of this tooth. And so when I bit down, it was going straight into the middle of the teeth. And these are straight down. So I asked if he would I asked her to ask the doctor if he would consider, and I didn't even give her, a price. I just wanted an open discussion if he would maybe refund enough to cover the cost of the set that I had to have made. And so I get a phone call back from her saying that Dr. Green rescinded his offer since I asked for more, and now he's not going to pay me anything. So I went into the dentist office yesterday, raising Cain. I was furious. And Dr. Green was sitting in the office when I walked up there because the office manager wasn't there. And I asked Dr. Green, I said, you already made me an offer. I already accepted it. how can you tell me now that you're not going to give it to me? And he said, well, I'm not doing anything until I talk to my attorney on Monday. And I said, you already made me an offer. How can you just take it away from me now? All I did was ask if you would consider it. And he said, what proof do you have that I made you that offer? I was shocked. He said it in front of everybody, and in hindsight, I had my phone on me. I should have recorded him. I said, okay, we'll go to small claims court, and you can lie to the judge and tell him that you didn't make me an offer to sign a waiver and give me my refund. I said, you are really going to stand in front of the judge and lie to him? I said, go ahead. I said, I have proof because I left a couple messages on their machine when they were closed over Christmas saying that I would be in the first of the year to come in to sign the papers and to pick up the money. And there was there was patients in the rooms, the office, the girls in the office, people in the waiting room. We had very loud words to each other. I said all I wanted from the very beginning was a decent pair of temporary dentures. They were wrong from the beginning. He knew they were wrong. It would have been cheaper for him just to remake them than to give me $700. So, as I told him, as a professional dentist, I would think you would want happy patients. It could have been so easily resolved right there in his office. It didn't need to escalate to this complaint to the Board of Dentistry. Now I'm going to have to take him to small claims court. It's completely ridiculous. But that's where things stand with the refund and his attitude. I just can't believe that I wish I never would have went to him in the first place. But, at least I have a decent pair of dentures now, and I have this crap, crooked looking stuff that was hurting. It hurt. I could not sleep with them because I had shooting pains up in my ear. I couldn't eat because I was biting my lip. I had sores all up in the side of my mouth. And, I just had so many problems with those dentures. I don't know why he just wouldn't fix them. But anyway, that's where I'm at with the dentist. But I wasted $1,600 for nothing, for a horrible experience with a horrible doctor. And all he had to do was take a little time with me and make them right. It wasn't that difficult. But I am happy with these. I can tell a little bit the quality isn't quite as good as the other ones, and I'm still getting used to talking with them and eating with them. The bottom still is not quite as tight as what I would like it, but I really think I'm going to be one of those people that I'm going to have to get implants for the snap-ons to stabilize it, because I think it's going to be a constant problem. But these are a whole lot better. At least they're even. One side isn't way up. When I smile, you can see all the teeth instead of just half the teeth. So, Affordable Dentures really did a good job with working with me, and I will give you an update on Monday, and let you know what he decides after he talks to his attorney. And if he doesn't give me a refund, $50, I'll go ahead and file small claims court, because I really could not believe when he told me, what proof do I have that he made me that offer. What kind of man, what kind of professional doctor would say that? It was an awful experience. So again, I can't stress this enough. Find out their refund policies and find out if something goes wrong, will they fix it? Will they make it right? I mean, that's the most important thing, because we deserve to have something that looks decent. I mean, we pay for it, and the dentist should make it right. But that's my update, and I will let you know next week what happened with the refund. But I really, really do appreciate everybody and all the comments and help and support, and I will give you an update as soon as I know anything about this refund. But have a good weekend, guys. Thank you.